Greetings and God bless you. Dr. Joyce Gilmer here, dream activator, author, speed coach, preacher of the gospel for more than 35, 36 years. I am the CEO and owner of Empowered Living Coaching and Consulting as well. I am a certified Christian life coach and also a coach trainer. I preach, I pray, I prophesy, and I also help women of faith get clear about their purpose, wake up to their dreams, and then also learn how to prosper and profit from their passions, their gifts, their talents, their skills, and their anointing. And so I love, love, love what I do. And God has graced me and gifted me to be able to really identify potential in women and help them to really get strategy and clarity around what they're carrying in order to walk in a fuller expression of what God has called them to do. And many times that includes monetizing their gifts and their skills. And so I'm honored and I'm privileged to not only travel the nation as a preacher and a prophet, but also be able to have a marketplace side. And so the Lord has impressed upon me to create and forge the MAM mentorship. We are now opening up applications for our second cohort, our 2024 cohort. We had 18 women successfully complete the program in 2023. And so now it is time to open up the doors to you. And so I want to let you know that I'm opening up space to just 10 women because the unique thing about this particular program is that there is a lot of access, a lot of one-on-one individual impartation, as well as group participation on a monthly basis. And so I want to invite you to be a part of this program. But first, I want to give some clarity and understanding around what mentorship really is. And maybe you have in your mind what's the difference between coaching and mentorship, and how do I decide which aspect that I need. Okay, so I want to just talk to you today about why you need mentorship. I am a coach and a mentor. And so, coaching generally identifies the potential in you and helps you to pull that out and draw that out as a coach through questions, a lot of questions, and we draw that out through questions. However, mentoring has to do more with impartation. There's a lot of pouring in, a lot of depositing that is done with the mentee. So they usually go through a certain, navigate through a certain journey, certain as they mature through a certain process in their life, and they may end up in a place where they're actually stuck or have aspirations, but need someone to get a little more closer with them, to take them closer by the hand and walk them through certain areas of their life. And so that's what mentorship does. And so that's what I'm offering to you. And that's why I also am offering at a limited capacity because I'm only one person. And so I really believe that I'm not here for the masses. I'm not looking to do mass mentorship. Really, those that are drawn, that feel called, that feel led, that identify with what I carry by way of anointing, skill set, and special graces, that those are the people, those who are attracted to the sound of my voice, to the anointing on my life, are the people that I am looking for, are the women of God that I am looking for to apply, to invite to apply for this 2024 cohort. So now let me talk a little bit about mentorship because I think people have different ideas, there are different concepts that are out there. People do have different takes and even approaches toward mentorship. So let me tell you what I believe about mentorship, and I'll tell you a little bit about the program, and then you can decide whether or not you would like to apply to be a part of the 2024 MAM mentorship program. So I believe that mentorship helps you to investigate. It helps you through to identify and investigate the areas in your life or your business or your ministry that might be stagnant, might be stalled, might be a little underdeveloped because maybe you didn't have someone in your corner helping you to cultivate certain giftings. Mentorship helps you to dislodge those stuck places, to uproot, if you will, those gifts, those talents, those skills to help you to mobilize and to move forward. And not only does mentorship help to investigate, but it also helps you as the mentee to initiate. You are the one who takes charge, who ultimately has to be the one to start the process of mentorship. Mentorship helps you to start the process of healing, start the process of looking at your perceived broken places, your perceived failed spaces in your life, your perceived failed spaces in ministry, and not necessarily as failure, but just maybe again underdeveloped. So it really causes you and calls you to a place to begin to initiate and move through those places of frustration and begin to navigate. So you start with initiation, your participation and your initiation to start moving forward. And then I, as an instructor, will come alongside, as a mentor, will come alongside to help you accelerate those spaces and those places to again start to move forward. So it helps you investigate, but it also helps you to initiate. Okay. Also, mentorship I believe is both spiritual and personal. I believe that as a mentor, that my call and my mandate is to impart, to pour into. That is very spiritual because I'm pouring from a spiritual place and a spiritual capacity, the wisdom, the prophetic insight that God downloads and gives to me in order to pour into you what it is He wants you to develop in and grow toward. And so, as a mentor, I'm privileged and honored to be able to serve in that spiritual capacity, but also it's personal. So, and I am a prophetic mentor. I function highly by way of the prophetic, and I don't mean necessarily just intensified prophecy. I don't mean prophecy, but I mean that I flow prophetically, and that does sometimes include prophecy. But I seek God for what He wants to say. Many times in our monthly sessions, in the group environment, God will give me a specific word for a specific mentee. So there are those prophetic moments. Prophetic mentorship pours into the heart and the soul of the mentee with compassion. Out of the anointing, it flows out of the anointing. There's a spiritual maturity as well, and insight as well, that I, as the mentor, am able to bring to the table to again help you grow in God and walk in a fuller expression of who you are in Him, in your gifting and your anointing and your graces, but also on a personal level, right? Sometimes there are areas in our personal lives that we need insight, wisdom, direction on. And so, even as your mentor in this space, I am able to pour into you in that way, all right, from a spiritual place as well as a personal place. Finally, these are no quick overview for mentorship. It helps to activate dormant places in your life. It helps to sharpen your spiritual gifts. The mentorship that I personally offer helps you to move closer to your destiny faster. You will move with your God given ideas and dreams faster because you have insight, you have wisdom, you have strategies being given to you to help you move forward. All right. It also requires a level of discernment on my part, because when you're talking about group mentorship, I have to discern what individuals, mentees may need. Not everyone in a group setting will always need the same thing. Ideally, there's a general concept and a common thread that bonds, but there are also unique ideas and instances where God will give me unique strategies and specific insight for the specific mentee among the group. So it requires discernment on my part and dedication on my part, but it also requires for the mentee to be dedicated. Dedicated to what? Dedicated to the process, dedicated to showing up for the monthly sessions, dedicated to any homework assignments that may be issued, dedicated to being willing to do the self reflection that it takes to really grow up in God and be mature. Dedication in all fronts is required by the mentee. All right. It also gives you access to me as your mentor at higher levels. So different than a coaching environment where you would pay me as your coach, you would hire me, would work through plans very strategically, would do that on a specific basis, and that's it. And we're done. You pay me, and we're done. Mentorship is more of a relationship that is cultivated there. It does give you access in addition to the monthly sessions in the group environment. I will also open up office hours for those who may need more individual time. Those are available to the mentees. And that's what I mean by you get access to me personally. So that's me one on one with you. So office hours are an option. And also, if there's emergency instances, you have ways to access me personally, which is why I purposely keep my mentee cohorts uniquely small on purpose, because I want to be able to create and provide that access to you as a mentee. All right. Lastly, I have noted here that mentorship helps to cultivate character and it strengthens you for your assignments because you don't have to start out on your own alone trying to figure out how to build, how to move, how to navigate your gifting, your skill set. Mentorship will help give you strength for your assignment. We also provide opportunity for you to share in your expertise, to share your gifting. You, as the mentee, will be able to come on board and to also share and to teach and to preach and to pray, even to prophesy in our group settings as well. And so these are things that this particular mentorship is intended to do. It's really created some of my last of the cohorts were sharing with me that they really felt it was a safe place. And so that's my desire, to create a safe space where you can begin to ask the questions that have been weighing on your heart that maybe you don't have access to. Maybe you don't have the comfort level in your current circle. Maybe you don't really know where to go or who to go to. Well, the MAM mentorship provides a safe space on a monthly basis for us to come together as a group, right? And then to also come together in one on one sessions when we open up office hours. As my schedule allows throughout the 12-month process, I do open, as I said earlier, um, um, not ongoing, but I offer office hours at certain times throughout the process. Let me put it that way, based on my availability. Because remember, there's always going to be more of you than there are of me, and so I have to be mindful of what my schedule and capacity can hold. But it is there. Also, direct access via DM, via Facebook Messenger, via email. You can always access me in that way, and I'm sure that that's probably pretty unique in comparison to many other mentorships that are offered. All right. It also cultivates character because there will be times when, because of discernment, that God will show me certain things about a mentee's character to help smooth the edges, if you will. Like you can have gifting, but are you tempered in your gifting, or are you hyper speed and not willing to take time to slow down to listen to the lesson, so that when you get to the place where you're supposed to get to, you'll be able to hold on and sustain it, and not be willing, not just be so eager to just hurry up and get to a place, to hurry up and do an assignment, hurry up and preach, hurry up and start a business, hurry, hurry, hurry. And you don't have a slow down to make sure that your character is intact. So as a mentor, listen, you give me space and grace. You give me access, just like I give you access to me. You also give me access to your life. And you make a commitment to be open to hear and to receive, so that this cultivation of not just your character, but also the acceleration of your destiny can happen for you. All right. Just want to talk to my heart, from my heart today. And that's why I'm keeping all of the fumbles and stumbles, because one of the things I think that we need to do is get outside of perfection, because that is one of the things that many of you that are called to me struggle with. You're waiting for everything to be perfect before you show up. You're waiting for everything to be all in alignment before you show up. And the only thing that's happening is a lot of time is being wasted. I'm going to show you in this mentorship program that it's not about perfection, it's about obedience. And as you obey God with the one thing He started, with the one thing He has told you to do, you're going to find out that acceleration begins to happen, momentum begins to kick in, favor begins to find you. And before you know it, you'll have your book completed. Before you know it, you will have launched your first event, like my previous mentee, Coach April, who launched her first live event, y'all, with over 100 women, because she followed the instructions, she linked in, she took seriously the process. And so as a result, she had great results. All right. And so this is some of the things that happens with mentorship. And so I just wanted to share with you. Now I want to offer you the opportunity to apply and tell you a little about the process. So you can apply for the membership, which is the mentorship, and you will simply enroll. You will apply to enroll first. There's an application process. After we review the application, then you also set up your date and time to be interviewed. There's an interview process. That's the step number 2. And then once you pass the interview, those who are accepted, we do the interviews from December the 11th through the 13th are the group interview processes. And once I finish that process, I review, I analyze, I pray about who is going to be the best fit for the 2024 cohort. And then those individuals that are approved by God and myself, then those individuals will be invited to join us the very first day of our MAM 2024 cohort in the month of January. I believe it's on the 11th of January. So that's how the process works out. You apply, you interview, and then an email is sent out to those who have been accepted to come and join our orientation. Now, here's the thing. You must enroll at, you do enroll up front. You enroll at the monthly membership rate, or you enroll at the one-time full pay rate for the year, because many people do not like doing the monthly payments. They don't like that coming out every month, and I understand that. And so we have provided for you a one-time enrollment. Should you choose the one-time enrollment, do be aware that you are saving significantly when you do that. I think it's about 250 or so that you save if you do the one-time enrollment in lieu of the monthly ongoing payments. That's completely up to you. Both are available to you. And so please know that you can have those two options. And if for any reason after you apply, after the interview, it is determined that we are not a good fit, you get 100% of your investment back. 100% of your investment back. If we go through the interview process and we realize this is not going to be a fit, you get an immediate refund for your investment. All right. And so that's the process. I look forward to having you apply. I look forward to seeing what you are expecting from the program, how you want to grow and flourish, the things that you desire to get done and accomplish over the next year in 2024. And I'm excited to have the opportunity to possibly be the one to help you walk alongside you to help you birth out and walk out the fullest expression of who it is that God is calling you to do, calling you to be, and what He's calling you to do. All right. So God bless you so much. I really, really hope to see you inside of MAM. Definitely, there is a link that you can go to bit.ly/mentorship with Dr. Joyce. bit.ly/mentorship with Dr. Joyce. And I look forward to receiving your application. Until next time, we always say, yes, ma'am. Go ahead and apply. God bless you. Have an amazing, amazing